Good day, cadets, and welcome to fourth term. So, I'm not used to doing this whole camera thing, but I figure I'll get used to it eventually. So obviously things during fourth term are not going to be the same as they have been the first 3 terms of the year. For me, this is my first teaching from home experience, and I think for a lot of you, it's also your first shot at online schooling. So bear with me, and we'll figure this thing out together. So all my curriculum is going to be online. I've been working diligently since last weekend to get as much there as possible. This whole week is complete, and I've got most of next week, which will be week 2, done. I just need to do 2 more world history classes, and then also some database questions, which I'll talk about here shortly. But let's talk about what the differences are going to be. So first, let's talk about what you don't have to do this term that you've had to do in previous term. The first thing is the notes. You know, obviously you're not going to be sitting in a classroom environment, listening to a lecture, watching the videos and doing all that. It's going to be online, so you are not going to be required to take notes anymore, and that has been removed from your grades as well. You're also not going to have a midterm or final exam like we normally do in the classroom. You will not have to do a current news article, so I know a lot of you, that's a nice peace of mind. And you're also not going to have to do the traditional writing assignment. I've replaced that, the news article and the writing assignment, with the database questions. All right, so what we are going to do, everything's on Canvas. Most of you know that. I've got about 2/3 of you so far who have logged on and completed to some degree the requirements for the class, which is awesome. I'll wait till this weekend and I'll start contacting those who have not yet logged on and see what's going on. But the classes are posted, mostly PowerPoint. Some of the world history ones are going to be document based. I've put the supporting videos on there as well, so you can always watch the videos to reinforce the content that you just learned. And every class now has a 10-question quiz. The questions all come from the class, the proper class, with the PowerPoint slides or the documents. You get 3 chances to do the quiz, so don't waste them. You know, learn the material, take the quiz. If you bolo it, no worries, low stress, you get another shot. If you bolo it a second time, yeah, then the stress is on. You just got 1 more shot. And I will take the highest of your 3 scores. So even if your second and third attempt are lower than the first attempt, I will take that first attempt. DBQs, database questions. I'm going to post instructions regarding how to do these. There's going to be 3 of them for the term. They are going to be a total of 30% of your grade, so each one is 10% of your overall grade. And it's basically comparing and contrasting, analyzing information from various media sources in order to make a conclusion or supporting argument. But again, more of that will come. Also, optionally, and I've already had great responses from a ton of you on these, I've posted open discussions. So the first discussion I put up on Tuesday, and it was just a general, what are you doing with your time right now? You know, if you're like me, you got an excess amount of time on your hands and it's kind of like, what am I going to do? So I'm actually using the Rosetta Stone that I purchased a couple of years ago to brush up on some of my Polish language skills. I've also been getting to spend this time teaching my children. So not only am I online teaching, but I'm also a homeschool teacher right now. So it all works out. To wrap things up, and I'll post more of these every week so you can view them, and we'll just continually evolve the discussions and the course for 4th term. The last thing I want to leave you all with is please follow the directions that have been put out for social distancing. It may not make sense to you right now why we're doing that, or you may have heard rumors that, well, you're going to get sick anyways, or eventually it spreads itself around. The point of the social distancing is to prolong the infection, hopefully to the point where they get like a flu virus, you know, a flu shot for the virus, and then maybe you'll never have to endure it, or until enough of the community has slowly built up enough of a resistance that there's not enough viable hosts for it to be a highly contagious disease that's going to spread from person to person. And spend some time with your family. I know a lot of times there's just not a whole lot of time for doing that, but now we've got this great opportunity. You're home, hopefully doing all the right things, and yeah, I'm thinking about all of you, and stay safe. And if you need anything, reach out to me. You've got my email, and we've got the discussion boards up for open forum type things to talk about. And I will be in contact with you again shortly.